not how you study. Seek ilm. Barakallahu feek. Is that clear? One second, let me speak. Yes, تفضل, come ahead. What's your name?
Larry.
Larry. His name Larry. Okay.
Yeah.
Larry.
So what makes you say I wasn't born a Muslim?
Because I've asked you a simple question. The question I've asked you, if I ask any Muslim here, will be laughing at me.
Okay.
Because when I told you how many rak'at in Surah Al-Fatiha, you said you don't know. Then he said, you know, maybe he knows. So I said, okay, speak. He said, no, I don't know it. Surah Al-Fatiha, it doesn't have no rak'at whatsoever. I mean, that's a clear-cut proof. And don't get me wrong, I know Christians, they know Surah Al-Fatiha. No, hear me. I know Christians, they know Surah Al-Fatiha from Nigeria. Because Nigerians, they have a Muslim family and they have a Christian family. So my teacher is a Nigerian. So don't get it twisted to come and start playing around. You're Muslim, then you become Christian. Also, I'm not going to negate no Muslim in history left Islam, become a Christian. I'm not going to negate that. You understand? I said in the park, you know what I said? Listen what I said. In the park, I never see on a camera, you speaking to, for example, an atheist, a Christian speaking to atheist. And you say, I'm an atheist. I know atheist, so, I'm going to finish. No, live. No, someone claim in a dark room.
Continue what you're saying.
So I said, look, you go to YouTube channel, Speaker's Corner, you see people recording conversations. Yeah? There's no editing. And you see a Christian come in, Islam been explained to him, and he said Islam makes sense, he become a Muslim. I've never seen that for the last 15 years. I've been coming Speaker's Corner from 2005. I haven't seen that in my life. When I'm standing listening to one of the Christians preaching Christianity to an atheist or a Muslim, and he say it makes sense to me. Never in my life. What I see Bob bringing someone, and he said, I was a Muslim, I left Christianity. Where? In a dark room.
Yeah, but does that mean the person is lying?
No, I'm not going to say all the time, but I'll test you, because I know there's a lot of lies.
I said I didn't hear what you were saying, because this is the one that said, I told you I didn't hear what you said. But record, I get what you're saying later. Someone said I should recite it. I thought you were saying recite it. That's what I thought you said.
No, Surah Al-Fatiha. I said to you, how many rak'at?
Rak'ah is when you're praying. Rak'ah is like if you're doing morning prayer, you have 2 rak'ah, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, will you indicate Muslim?
Hold on.
Sorry.
So when you're saying that, I didn't hear what you said first.
No problem.
I thought you were saying recite. But even if I don't know it, that doesn't mean I wasn't a Muslim.
You was a Muslim.
Listen.
You was a Muslim with name. That's it.
Okay, where does it say that in Quran?
No, a Muslim. Look. Yeah, no.
Wait. Tell me where in Quran. Tell me where in Quran that says. I thought if you can say Shahada, you're a Muslim.
No. What I'm saying to you like now. There's difference between someone who is a Muslim, he studies Islam, understands Islam, and someone born Muslim, he has no clue about Islam. He's a Muslim with name. Understand?
If he prays and he believes everything, all the 5 pillars of Islam.
Yeah, understand? Okay,
is that a Muslim?
Okay, let me make it clear to you to show you that why you left Islam.
No, done. Let's talk about what we're talking about first.
Islam. Okay, will you educate Muslim?
A little bit.
So if you left Islam, therefore you never knew you had no knowledge about Islam.
This is the thing. Wait.
Let me speak.
This is the thing. You're making a big mistake.
How?
It seems that maybe you're used to Arab countries, and you're not.
Were you a praying Muslim?
Yes, I was.
You were a praying Muslim?
Yes. The thing is to pray. Yeah, I was. Yeah. I fast and I pray.
Let him finish. Give him time to finish. Because he's coming respectfully.
You've never been to some countries like Nigeria. I don't think you've been to Nigeria.
Well, I know we beat you on football.
Yeah, a bit. I was there.
We beat you on football.
I grew up in Nigeria. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people that they don't know much about Islam, like the way you guys knows it in this country, in Arab countries. You understand? And there's a lot of people that don't even know what caliph is. And they're Muslims. They don't know what caliph is. And
Khalifa?
Khalifa or whatever. Yeah, they don't even know it. They don't even know the name.
The Muslim guy who's teaching you good, man, is not teaching you good.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The thing is, these people in Nigeria that they call themselves Muslims, they don't even know how to pronounce some things in Arabic very well, including me when I was a Muslim. Right. You understand? But that doesn't mean they are not Muslims. So if you see someone that said I was a Muslim and you say, because you can't recite this or you can't recite this thing,
you're not a Muslim, because a Muslim someone who.
But it doesn't say that in Quran.
No, a Muslim someone submit to Allah and pray and all of that. Did you pray? Did you pray? What is the tashahhud?
You don't believe it.
What?
Tahiyyat.
What?
Tahiyyatu.
Atayatullah, Sakiyatullah, Atayatullah or something. I can't remember it. But I know it. You know that I know it.
You know what? I'll tell you. You know what I was saying? One person, brother.
Listen.
One person. What we say? I was said to you. Look. What I know about Nigerians, sometimes you can find the Christians. I find the Christians, and they will recite.
They know these things.
They know those things. So you're not really proving nothing to us. What I'm saying to you, look, no problem. Even for the sake of arguments. So you're telling me you left worshiping God of everything and you start worshiping a baby. That's what you start doing.
I'm not worshiping a baby.
Did Jesus become a baby?
It did.
Was that God?
Yeah.
So God became baby.
Yeah.
So that baby was people worshiping him.
No, what baby?
Yeah.
Worshiping God.
No, when God became a baby, were people still worshiping him?
When he was a baby.
Yeah. Or they stopped worshiping him. They took a holiday.
There were three kings that came.
No, let me speak. Let him speak.
Listen.
Today you come back. You become Muslim, inshallah.
Go for it. It's not possible.
Okay, let's see. So
Let's see you do it.
Do you worship God all the time?
Claim he's gonna make him Muslim today.
Listen, I worship. Listen.
Let's see if he can do it.
Listen. I worship God all the time.
All the time. Worship God all the time. Yeah. Okay. So when God became a baby, and the people worship God all the time, correct?
Yeah.
So when God became a baby, were the people still worshiping him as a baby?
Yeah, God.
And you believe, so that baby was God?
Yeah, but you know God is spirit. You know
so wait, before that.
You know God is spirit. You know God is spirit.
In the Bible said, God, the word become flesh.
Yeah.
He didn't, not the spirit. God become a flesh.
Yeah.
So the baby, the flesh,
The
which is God. Let me speak to him. I'm speaking to him. Yeah, the word is God. Yes, the word is God. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word is God. Then the word became flesh. He never said the word become spirit. Okay?
No,
so,
I'm saying.
Let me. So the baby in the flesh, that was God that became baby, yeah? So that baby, he was in need of his mother milk. So is God in need of anything all the time, or is he perfect all the time? Which one is it? All the time. He's not in need of nothing. So if God is not in need of nothing, is that the same God who is in need of a mother breast?
But Jesus, Bible said, as a Christian, we believe that Jesus is. We say Jesus is fully human and fully God.
No, it's simple.
We say Jesus
that's
is fully human.
The brother said, that's a Quran argument. Quran argument.
Wait, I will speak to him.
This is the first Allah's argument. Allah said, كَانَ يَأْكُلَانِ الطَّعَامِ. What Allah's mentioned that is not from the nature of Allah. Allah is self-sufficient, brother. So please.
All right, I believe that Jesus is fully human and fully God. So the one that you're talking about is human. The one that you're saying the baby, right?
So so it was fully God. So which part of Jesus was God?
What do you mean which part of Jesus is God?
Okay, when the baby, when his mother was carrying him and changing his nappy, which part of that baby was God?
That doesn't make any sense.
You said he was God and a man at the same time.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
So it doesn't make sense. That's right. You're right. He's right. Doesn't make sense.
Hold on.
That's right. Thank you very much.
No. According to Quran.
Okay. Which part? Excuse me. Is the Quran the word of God or with Shaitan?
Okay, but listen.
No, is it? Wait.
Shaitan is God.
No.
Shaitan is God.
It seems you don't understand. Listen.
Wait.
It seems you don't understand what God is.
No. Before.
What is God?
Before to what is God? Okay. You want to define God? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us define God. God is the greatest.
Yeah.
God is the creator.
Yeah.
God is the almighty.
Yeah.
God is the powerful all the time.
Yeah.
God has no beginning, no end. God is allow me to finish. God is self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Everyone's in need of God. God is not in need of nothing all the time.
That's what God can do. That's what God can do.
Okay,
You're
so
talking about what God can do.
No, I'm not saying what. No, what God is.
Yeah.
God is not in need of nothing.
Yeah.
God is self-sufficient.
So whoever that can do those things that you said is God.
Wait, step by step.
right.
Step by step.
Jesus did
God,
He created.
God's self-sufficient, correct?
Yeah.
He's not in need of nothing.
Yeah.
Is that all the time or sometimes?
All the time.
All the time is God's not in need of nothing.
Yeah.
God,
I've heard you say this all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the same God that you believe who is not in need of nothing all the time?
Yeah.
Is it the same God who is in need of his mother milk?
As a human.
As a human.
That's contradiction.
That's what you said.
No, it's
Because you just told me. You just told me.
All right, listen, this is the thing.
Okay.
Yeah? You know, your belief is different from our beliefs. Yeah?
I'm not asking you about my
Listen,
belief.
I'm explaining something.
Don't
to
get
you.
angry.
We said, I'm not getting angry. I'm saying,
shouting.
We said Jesus is fully God and fully human, yeah?
So which part is fully God? Which one's fully man?
So the one that you see on earth is human.
It's human.
And
So
the
that
one
baby.
you cannot see is fully God. Both of them are God.
But that go against the Bible.
Listen, it goes against the Bible.
Yeah, because the Bible said God became a baby. He didn't say he was baby and God and man at the same time. He said he became a human.
All right,
wait. So now, because I know that doesn't make any sense that God should become a baby to begin with. You know why? Let me ask. Because God does not change. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it does not change in what way?
In what way? It does not become imperfect.
Okay.
Does not go against his nature. Do you agree with that?
Doesn't go against
his nature. Okay.
What is the nature of God?
Okay, wait. Nature of God to be self-sufficient.
Okay, yeah.
And created.
Yeah.
All powerful. He's not in need of nothing. Let me speak it to him. He's not in need of nothing. Yes. So when that God, whose nature is not in need of nothing, all powerful, when he became a baby who was crying and they were helping him, is that the same God who does not change to become imperfect?
Did the Bible explain that part to you or not?
I'm just asking you. Answer my question, brother. You seem a nice guy, respectful guy.
The Bible explained
No. I'm asking you simply. You, as a human being, you have a sound reasoning, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When you have you know what distinguishes Islam from any religion?
Yeah.
Islam goes in line with the sound reasoning. Islam doesn't tell you because the book said
Really?
it. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because when you look to Islam, there's only one God who is perfect, the creator of everything. He chose people amongst us. He gave the miracles and the prophecies and aided as a messenger. Wait, I'm speaking to him. I spoke to you many times. He lied many times, to be honest. I'm speaking to you, yes. So, who's got in line with sound reasoning? Yeah, you're angry. So what I will say to you, look, what I will say to you, let us go back to the main point.
What was that God that you're talking about?
Step by step, you have to understand. You and I will agree that God doesn't go against his nature. And we agree that God's nature, he's perfect. He's powerful. He's not in need of help. So when he became a baby and they were helping him change his nappy and they were feeding him, was that the same? Wait, he's angry with it, he's angry. So no, wait. Let me finish. Is that the same? Listen carefully to
Speaker's corner, my friend.
I've heard what you're saying so many times.
listen to my arguments, yeah, very carefully.
I've heard you so many times.
No, wait. Listen to the question now. It's coming. We agreed, because remember, if we agree, for example, let me make it clear to you to understand. If we agree, Shamsi knows everything. Then you ask me, Shamsi, what is my name? I said, I don't know. That's contradiction, because I've already agreed that Shamsi knows everything. So now we agree that God does not go against his nature. That is perfect. He's not in need of help. None of that. So when he became a baby and was in need of help, was he the same God who does not change his nature, doesn't go against his nature? If you say yes, you're going against what you agreed with.
You said I'm going against. You said it. It doesn't mean I'm going against it.
Does God become weak?
No.
So you agree with me? That's my point.
I don't agree with you. Let me explain to you. Hold on,
Okay,
This is the thing, Like I said.
Are you going to let him speak?
Yeah, of course.
This is the thing, Like you said, your belief is different from our beliefs. Our belief is God, Jesus Christ is fully human. He took on human flesh to come and show us things that we don't know. And the thing is, okay, let me ask you this question. To answer your question, can God do anything that he wants to?
Okay, that's a good question.
Does he have power to do whatever
God does everything according to his wisdom. For example,
if he wants to become rock, you've already answered me. If he wants to become a rock, can he become a rock?
You are conflicting between two things. I'm going to answer. Yeah. There's difference between what God is and what God does.
Okay.
What God is different from what God does. You agree with that so far?
No, I agree with you.
Okay, so
can God become rock?
Let me finish. That's contradiction. It's a nonsensical. I'll tell you it's contradiction. I've answered it.
No, you didn't answer if he can.
It's a nonsensical.
Can he do it or not?
If God become a rock, he cannot be God anymore. Because God is not a rock.
That means God cannot do it.
No,
that means God doesn't have power to do whatever he wants to do.
What you said is that the question needs to be in line with the conditions at hand.
Yeah.
You accepted that he's self-sufficient, therefore he doesn't need to be fed.
No, that's a Jamal. No, wait. Jamal, no. That's a paradox. Wait.
Okay. If God chooses to become a tree today, this is tree. If God chooses to become a tree, if God chooses to become a tree. Listen what I'm trying to say. If God chooses to become a tree, I want to become a tree today. That doesn't mean God is still not God.
But it's nature, because the tree is created. Define tree.
So listen to
me. No, define tree.
Tree is a tree. This is tree.
Does the tree have knowledge?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Okay.
So God who...
How can he go back from tree to God?
Yeah, because it has no knowledge.
Okay.
Are you serious? Well, alhamdulillah, he left Islam. Because the sound is corrupted.
This is not the thing.
Brother, listen. No, step by step.
But you just said something now.
God become a tree. Does the tree...
God become a tree?
No, if God... Does the tree have a power? Does the tree have a
Tree
power?
doesn't have a power.
So you're saying God become powerless?
We're not talking. Listen, you're not getting what I'm saying here.
So God is powerful, become powerless.
Listen,
Yes,
Shamsi,
if it's powerless.
can you let him talk?
Okay. No, I want to pin down.
I'm trying to go to your. I'm trying to go to.
I like
you.
to pin down.
I'm trying to go to the way that God cannot
Wallahi,
become. He
alhamdulillah.
cannot take on flesh. Because you're saying that there's something.
No, go back to tree. If God become a tree. No. No. To show the Christians that.
Taking on flesh.
No. Step by step, brother. No, brother. Wait. No, brother. Sorry.
I will go back to the tree. I'm telling you.
No. Step by step. If God become a tree, is a tree powerless?
You keep going to buy.
I'll tell you why.
To you.
No, but I'll tell you why. Let us be honest.
Yeah.
And be here not for the sake of arguments and winning debate. Let us be here to establish truth. Even if you go against our own desires. You made a big claim, and the claim you made, any human being with sound reasoning, no, is a nonsensical. You said God become a tree. If God become because what you're doing, you are conflicting between what God is, what God does. God does whatever He wishes. What God is does not change, because what God is where He is. Meaning He's all powerful, almighty, the strongest. He has no beginning, no end. Okay. So if this is what God is, if God go and guess what He is, doesn't make any sense. Because let me finish. If, for example, if God become a tree, you just told me tree is powerless.
I didn't say that.
Is tree powerful?
Listen, this guy, something is wrong.
Is the tree powerful? I'm asking you. Is the tree powerful?
It's not powerful.
Okay, if God become a tree, it become powerless because tree has no powerful.
Become powerless. That's the thing. You're not getting. Listen to what I'm saying.
So he cannot become tree then because tree is powerless.
Listen, this is the thing,
Alhamdulillah,
when Jesus Christ became, the reason why we believe, Jesus Christ is God and is fully human, fully God. Because even when he's a human being, he can do anything. Even as a human being.
He can't do anything. He couldn't. He couldn't. No, he couldn't. I'll tell you why. He was begging for help from the Father. Why was he able to help himself?
Okay.
What? Now speaking. I spoke to you, you lied many times. So you can't, you lied many times.
You're afraid of me.
Because you lied, that's why.
You're afraid of me.
I speak to you. Wait, you said Jesus can do everything.
Yes, he was begging for what?
Okay, he was begging for help from the Father. Look, listen. He was begging from help.
Listen to what he said. No, listen.
So,
he was begging for help, right?
Wait.
That what?
Wait, listen. You said Jesus was able to do everything, correct?
Yes.
But Jesus, when he was getting beaten by people, he was unable to defend himself.
Okay, listen. Did you read Bible?
I read the Bible. Which Bible you talking about? King James, ESV?
When Jesus Christ said, if this is my kingdom.
No, wait. Before you come into that, why you don't deal with my point? You don't deal with my point. Who asked what?
Here to do that.
Did Jesus?
He didn't need help.
Nobody forced him.
He didn't need help.
Did he not say, "Oh Father, is not as I will, as you will"?
Yes.
Remove. Wait. Let me finish.
Yes.
I'm speaking Timothy to you.
Me.
Okay, can you move aside? Because you keep cutting me. He's speaking the same time. No. Are you scared they become Muslim?
شمسي عنده سؤال تعال الله عليك
No, one second.
بس سؤال بالعربي
دقيقة. Okay, on a condition he stops because he just
You don't
talking.
want me to help. Okay, you don't want
I'm
me to
speaking to him.
help. All right, go ahead.
Because you lied. He lied. You know, I'll tell you why he lied.
What did I lie?
I'll show you.
What did I lie?
Okay, watch.
What did I lie?
Is there a crescent and a star on the top of the Kaaba?
There's a crescent on top
No, I'm
of
asking. حبيبي, I'm speaking to him.
دقيقة واحدة بس
إذا عيسى هو الله عليه السلام، إذا هو الله بنفس اللحظة ابن الله صح؟ أوكي يحيى الموتى صح؟ أوكي ليش عيسى جيسس ليش ما حيا خاله وأمه؟
لا هذه معاك هو يقول لك ما في مشكلة.
لا بيصير.
لا دقيقة أخي.
هو الخالق.
حبيبي دقيقة أنا أقول لك الآن الكعبة يسمى الكعبة. There's nothing on top of the Kaaba. He's in a hotel. Has nothing to do with the Kaaba. Yes.
No, it does.
Brothers, you are speaking يا إخوان. Move aside يا إخوان. دقيقة يا إخوان. إن شاء الله حبيبي.
لأنه ما في مفرج لأنه هو
يا خلاص.
هو الخالق.
خلاص أخي خلاص.
خليه يكمل
I will say to you, look, we have to be men of honesty. He said there's a crescent and a star on the top of the Kaaba. We showed him in there. Instead of apologizing, he didn't apologize. No, we showed a picture, nothing like that. Where he showed us a picture of a hotel, and the brothers clarified to him it's a hotel. He didn't clarify. Then he said to us, in the Bible it doesn't say kill babies and children.
He ran away from shouting.
He said, look, he's not going to listen. I'm speaking to you. He said in the Bible,
Let's continue.
he said, I'm going to continue.
Okay, let's continue.
He said in the Bible, it says said kill babies and children in Samuel. He said doesn't say that. He lied again. So he's a liar. That's why I don't speak to him. Now I'm speaking to you. Now let's go back to the main point. The main point. Do you know there's something called yes? Let's go. Jesus was asking for help from himself. Jesus was asking help. Was he seeking the help from the Father or from himself?
When he was praying.
He was no. I'm not saying for. From who? Yeah. From the Father. Hold a minute. حبيبي والله أخي I'm speaking to you. والله أخي والله خش عندي ما أتكلم.
حطول معاه.
He wasn't asking for help.
Okay. I'm going to ask him a question because he said to you, if Jesus was God, why didn't he bring back his auntie and his cousins?
Aunties and his cousins.
Yeah, bring them back to life. If he was God.
Who said they are dead?
His father and his auntie and his cousins, they died.
They're dead.
Yeah. It's Jacob. Why didn't he bring them back to life if he was God?
شوف ما عنده جواب شوف ما عنده جواب.
We have eternal life.
Huh?
No, he said by will of
Yeah,
God.
he said the will of God. He said the will of God. He said the will of God. I tell you, Habibi.
If you die as a Christian, you have eternal life.
حبيبي هذه ما حجة والله ما حجة ما حجة.
If you die as a Christian, you have eternal life.
اسمع. Well, I said to you, look. Jesus, we was asking help. Was he asking from the Father or from himself? From the Father. So if Jesus is
He
God,
wasn't asking for help.
he said, "Oh Father,
Yes.
please remove this cup from me."
Yes.
Why is that cup death? Remove the death from me. If he was God, why was he not able to remove the death from himself? Why is asking it from someone else? That is a clear proof he's not God.
But why did you stop at that part?
No, I carry on. Not as my will, as your will. So therefore, the Father and Jesus have different wills. So they're not one. Because if they are one, they will have the same will. So the fact is here, Jesus cannot be God because God is not, and as you agree with me, all the time God is not in need of help from no one.
What is
The fact, wait. The fact that Jesus was in need of help from the Father, that shows you he's not God. Take care of yourself. Look at yourself. Bye. Wait.
What's his will?
His will. He want the cup to be removed.
What?
That's why he asked, remove it from me.
What? His will is to do what?
No.
His will and God's will, his Father's will, they are the same.
No, it's not
Yes
because
or no?
no, it's not same. Do you know why it's not same? Listen carefully to what Jesus said. He said, "Oh Father, remove the cup from me." Okay, remove what? The cup from me. What is the cup? It's the death. No, wait. It's the death. He's getting angry. He's getting up. He said,
When Jesus said,
you have to let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
No, as I will, as you will. If Jesus is God, he should not be asking no one to remove death because God does not die.
I like that
Take
part.
care of
I
yourself.
like that part.
You like that part?
No, I like that part. Hold on.
Are you going to deal with this?
But when he said, my will is to do the will of
No. He's not dealing with my point.
Why are you saying
No, that's contradiction.
I want to understand what you understand about that. When he said my will, his will is to do the will of who?
I'll tell you, the will of God, you know what is it? To come and teach people
to do the will of his Father. Yeah?
Yes, to worship God alone.
Okay.
And to follow God's teaching.
So that
when
means
the young
their will
boy
is together.
No,
It's the
it's not the same. Because here in purpose,
Yeah.
not is in will, like for example, I will to marry a woman.
Yes.
Doesn't mean like for example, now my will is not like your will. But if our will now to call people to worship God,
What's will of God? What the
but
Father? What's the
it's
will of God?
will is an attribute.
There's only one will.
No, there's
His
will is an attribute. It's an attribute, you know. Now, if you don't understand that, before you digressing, go back to the main point.
Yeah.
God is not in need of no one's help, correct?
Yeah.
If Jesus was God, logically, rationally, to any human being, he should not be asking no one from help to defend him against death because God does not die. Take care of yourself. Alhamdulillah, you left Islam. You never left Islam. You never Muslim. I'm gonna go pray. I'm going to pray. Here, I'll give you this book.
You don't need to run away.
Because you know, you're just wasting time. You're just wasting time.
Just say something now.
Wallah, you're just wasting my time.
You said Jesus is asking for help. And I said to you, listen, and
From
I said
who?
to you, from
From-
God.
from-
And I said
from
to
who?
you, from his Father.
From the Father.
But you said,
But I thought he was God. Jesus was
listen,
God.
But I said something to you. I said, Jesus Christ himself. He
No,
said,
before that. No, go back to main point. No, go back to main point. If Jesus is God, he should not be asking help from no one else.
And okay, and I'm
You agree with that? No.
But I'm explaining something to you.
خليه
Bible is not.
Yeah, you want water? This is a new one. Because I have one already. Yeah.
Does Muhammad exist?
No.
It does.
He does.
So is it difficult for Jesus to he ate poison?
والله هذا يتلاعب حبيبي هذا يدي والله غدا لا جدك قلت لي هادو راس خلاص هادو جهنم باقي جهنم
واحد مسيحي قال لك انا اؤمن بالمسيح بيرب واحد هذا المسيح
هذا اسود هذا اسرائيلي هذا انت من هذا مقود اكثر منهم هذا.
I understand what you're saying, but
Anyway,
if that's the part of the Bible that you
take care
read,
of yourself.
listen, if
Well,
that's-
no.
hold on
Anyone
one
with
second.
sound
You
reasoning
cannot just say
can
something
see
and
there's
run away.
contradiction in what
Hold
you
on,
just
you
said.
cannot just say something
No,
and run away.
I'm not running away. I have to go
Listen.
pray. Well, I have to go pray.
Can I
Ask
just say
prayer.
something for 2
After, let
minutes?
me pray, come back. Well, I'll come back. I'll speak to you. You're going to be here. I'll come back, okay? I'll come back. Oh, speak to Brother Hashim to finish you more. Okay, how are you, Hashim? You're good, alhamdulillah. It's Christian, yeah. Brother, take out
He was a Muslim, now he's Christian.
No way, he's never been Muslim.
Oh, you were never a Muslim. See, according to him, you were never a Muslim. He's the only Muslim, according to his definition. He's the only Muslim. Everybody else is not Muslim. Only him.
Look, what's it to you? Look. No, wait. What's it to you? Look, go home.
You cannot read you cannot just read a part of
Let me
Bible
finish.
and use it to explain
Let me finish.
Bible.
I'm not saying no. What I'm saying to you, look. Imagine in the Quran says that imagine the Quran says Allah was scared from death. Allah was scared from death. Then another verse said Allah is not scared from death. That's contradiction. You understand? So what are you doing? Instead of dealing with the point, billah, see Allah. That's why the Quran. Wait. That's why when you look to the Bible, there's a lot of contradictions.
And I did. But you're not listening.
Yeah, you brought a contradiction.
It's not contradiction.
It is contradiction. I'll tell you
Your
why.
understanding. That's your understanding.
I'll tell you
But
why.
we understand it differently.
I'll tell you why. Yeah. Let me make it clear for you. Forget Shamsi. Put Shamsi inside. You said God is not in need of help all the time.
Yes.
God is not scared from death. So when Jesus was scared from death, was it the same God who was not scared from death all the time?
Yeah.
But he was scared from death.
He wasn't scared.
He said, "Oh Father, please remove this cup from me. Not as I will, as you will. That cup is death." So God is not gonna ask no one to remove the death from him.
Where does it say
because
that?
God doesn't. Wait. God doesn't not die. Simple as that. Take care of yourself. Reach Asr. Bye. That's mine.